Shalom Aleichem, Malach, dai, 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 yai, dai, dai, yai, dai, 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 yai, dai, 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 yai, dai, 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 yai, dai, 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 yai, dai, 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 yai, dai, 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 yai, dai, 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 dai. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruchuni l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedchem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Shabbat Shalom. It is a joy to welcome congregants and friends and guests as we join together to celebrate Shabbat here in the sanctuary as well as online. We welcome to our bima our cantorial soloist Rebecca Robinson here leading us while Cantor Hyman is away on faculty at URJ Camp Harlem with many of our students at our Reform Overnight Camp, and so we'll say lots of prayers for him tonight. And we also welcome to our bima Jerry Arnold, representing our Board of Advisors. So glad to have you here in partnership. Let's please be sure to be among community. Please take this moment online to introduce yourself in the comments, and here in the sanctuary to turn around or get up and walk around and find someone new to greet.
I kind of like the stop time sort of thing. Right, we had like a whole measure of like break. That was cool, man. What was that? Did you get a look? I thought that yeah, it felt. No, Brad usually ends at that on the 5 chord, right? Or no. I thought the same thing.
Also, it's like if anyone, I assume, for anyone.
Yeah.
Arrangements on the spot.
That's right, man. What did Charles Mingus say? It's a workshop, right?
Was he Joshua?
Never wrote the part of it. I think so. He might have been.
Where do you think LeBron's going to live?
What's that?
Where do you think LeBron's going to live? In South Philly, you think?
It's a good question. Yeah, it's a really good question. No. I'm stunned.
Me
Like,
too, man.
just being like a,
I mean, I know they've been talking about it, but I didn't think.
world famous, like, larger than life celebrity living in LA,
And you're paying him, that's not a lot of money.
$4 million a year. Clearly, he's just, I guess, thinks it's the best chance to win a
Yeah,
championship.
I mean, he'd be the only one that won 4 times.
Yeah. He already has 4.
Oh, he
Five,
did? Oh,
yeah.
5, okay. Yeah, I mean, somebody said that on the radio. It's like he's a celebrity. He's
Yeah.
not just like a
No,
basketball
yeah.
player. He's like,
Pretty cool though. You got, I mean, between him and Saquon and Bryce, it's like,
Schwarber.
it's like a serious star-studded town. More so than New York right now, I think,
Yeah.
or LA, I guess, for that matter. Yeah, it's amazing. City of Champions.
Maybe it'll spur the Phillies on a little bit.
Well, yeah,
Get some hits.
right. Or to at the very least make a big blockbuster move. But they can't. I don't think they can. They have too many things to holes to fill.
Too many things they need. Not enough.
You need another hitter. You definitely need a bullpen piece. You definitely need a fifth starter.
As we return to our seats and we open our prayer books to page 2, we welcome Andy, Mike, and Link Schuster to kindle our Shabbat lights.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
And our Shabbat Kiddush is on page 5.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit ki hu yom tehila lemikrai kodesh zecher litziat Mitzrayim kivanu v'acharta ve'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodeshecha be'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat.
I'm a part of a rabbinic cohort, a small group of colleagues from across the country. We study together, we learn together, we support each other, and we have some retreats and calls and sessions throughout the year, as well as a text group, a chat group. And one of my last texts to our group chat before Shabbat tonight read, "For services tonight, is there any way I can get away with not mentioning LeBron?" And they all agreed no. So I had to find something. Sure enough, when LeBron was reflecting about the process of deciding our new Sixer teammate, said, "The last few weeks have been really special. I've never been able to have no clue what to do and take real time to just think." Sounds a lot like Shabbat, huh? Not knowing or being focused on just the result, taking time to reflect. How grateful we are to take this time to reflect. Let us take a deep breath and release, turning from the rush of the week to the reflection of Shabbat. We join together in singing in Kabbalat Shabbat, turning in our prayer books to page 10 for Hine Matov. With the joy of a wedding, we welcome Shabbat with Lecha Dodi, pages 20 and 21.
Shabbat,
comfortable for you, it's a tradition to rise to greet Shabbat.
בואי ושלום, עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה. בואי חלה, בואי חלה, לך דודי, לקראת כלה, פני שבת וקבלה. לך דודי, לקראת כלה, פני שבת וקבלה. לך דודי, לקראת כלה, פני שבת וקבלה. לך דודי, לקראת כלה, פני שבת וקבלה.
Turning to page 28, we continue with our call to worship. Offering this commentary as an alternative, Ma'ariv Aravim, our prayer book reads, "The darkness of the first day differed from the darkness that preceded creation. The root of Ma'ariv can also mean mix, suggesting God mixed light into primordial darkness. The tiniest spark of light can transform darkness." Page 33. Together. As you taught Torah to those whose names I bear, teach me Torah too. Its mystery beckons, yet I struggle with its truth. You meant Torah for me. Did you mean the struggle for me too? Don't let me struggle alone. Help me to understand, to be wise, to listen, to know. Lead me into the mystery. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem kevod malchuto leolam va'ed.
Page 36, as we continue with these words found in this week's Torah portion. Please be seated.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Page 41. Sing the song of men and women, people joining in understanding and respect, the song of God's miracles in earth, protected and cherished, a gift for our children and the generations to come, the song of a land once ravished by war, now quiet and content, her soldiers home to leave no more, the song of a world redeemed, the song of peace. Page 40.
וגלו מיד חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני גואל ישראל.
Prayer invites God's presence to suffuse our spirits, God's will to prevail in our lives. Prayer may not bring water to parched fields, nor mend a broken bridge, nor rebuild a ruined city. But prayer can water an arid soul, mend a broken heart, rebuild a weakened will. Page 46 and following, please rise for the Amidah.
La Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avoteinu v'Imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak v'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Vekonei Hakol, Vezocher Chasdei Avot Ve'imahot, Umevi Goel Livnei V'neihem, Leman Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer Ufokein U'Magein, Baruch atah Adonai, Magin Avraham, Vezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechaye HaKol, Atah Rav Lehoshia, Morid Hatal, Mechakel Chaim Bechesed, Mecharei HaKol Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim Verofeh Cholim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem Emunato Lishenei Afar, Micha Mocha Baal Gevurot, Umidom Melach, Melech Memit Umechayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah lehachayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh hakol, Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, Ukroshim b'chol yom yahalelucha selah, Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el hakadosh.
Please be seated. Turning to page 61, let us join together in our blessing for peace. Grant us peace, your most precious gift, O eternal source of peace, and give us the will to proclaim its message to all the peoples of the earth. Bless our country as a safeguard of peace, its advocate among the nations. May contentment reign within our borders, health and happiness within our homes. Strengthen the bonds of friendship and fellowship among all the inhabitants of every land. Plant virtue in every soul, and may the love of your name hallow every home and every heart. Praised are you, Eternal One, who blesses our people with peace. Baruch atah Adonai, hamvarech et amo Yisrael b'shalom. We take these moments for silent prayer. In a moment, we'll be on page 253 at the middle of the page for our prayer for healing. This Shabbat, called Shabbat Nachamu, the Shabbat of comfort, follows Tisha B'Av on the Jewish calendar, marking the destruction of the temple in ancient Jerusalem and marking other catastrophes of hatred against Jews since then. The Haftarah, the reading from the prophets this week, reads, Nachamu, Nachamu, comfort, comfort my people. In the face of destruction or brokenness, our role is comfort. If you have a loved one in need of healing, mind, body, or spirit, please add that name to the comments or speak it aloud now. We turn our thoughts now to all of the simchas, the special happy occasions in our lives worthy of gratitude. If you have a simcha, if you have something you are celebrating as you reflect on this past day, this past week, what's soon to come, we hope you will consider calling it out now in preparation for our Shehechianu blessing. Who has something to share? John. Mazel tov on their first home, for Josh and his beloved's first home in Philadelphia. Good, that's what's important. Good. Mazel tov. What else? What else? Anyone else? All right. Well, for the blessing of joining together for Shabbat, for which we are all grateful, we turn to page 344 and join together.
Lazman
This week, I had the opportunity to see Arthur Miller's play, Death of a Salesman. Such extraordinary performances by Nathan Lane and Laurie Metcalf that it felt like we were witnessing an important moment in the arts, and at the same time, it didn't feel like a performance at all. I think the audience shared that sense because the house was silent, not a cough, but for a little weeping and a collective sigh at a particular moment that profoundly revealed the tragedy of the story. That collective energy is what some, including our friend Ben Sion, call effervescence. I believe the playwright's words and the actors' performances managed to bond us so tightly because the play expresses a shared concern that our regrets or disappointments might keep us from being present to the good in our lives. Set in New York in the 1940s following World War II, the main character, Willy Loman's ambitions and disappointments as a salesman and as a father leave him delusional. He's so disappointed about having achieved less success than he imagines he deserves, that he diminishes the good he does have in his life. On top of his unrealized expectations, he mistreats his wife, his sons, and his neighbors, all of whom are ready to have genuine relationships with Willie and to value him as he is. Theater critic Helen Shaw writes, "Willie insists on self-aggrandizing falsehood. He then bullies everyone around him into mouthing his lies too, talking over them till he gets his way." Getting his way would mean the American dream: hard work, financial success, and respect. As Willie's ambitions become an obstacle to enjoying his loved ones and the life he has created, he allows the American dream to steal away his reality. A story for all times, with questions and wisdom for our own time. We too may be at risk of allowing our dreams to steal away our actual experience of living. Willie often says the key to success is to be well-liked. He wants his sons to aspire to be well-liked. Interesting, that term, well-liked, sounds a lot like social media likes. I have a positive experience, share it on social media, and then I check, how many likes did it get? It's never enough, no matter the number. So the longing for likes actually steals joy away from the experience. This week, the second Torah portion in the book of Devarim, Deuteronomy, called Ve'etchanan, takes place toward the end of our people's journey, fleeing the slavery of Egypt, receiving the Torah at Mount Sinai, and preparing to cross into the land of Israel, knowing that Moses will die just before they enter. Our Torah portion begins with Moses pleading with God to be able to join his people and cross into the land. God has made clear that is not the plan. Fair or unfair, this is reality. The next leader, Joshua, has already been appointed as the one who will take it from here. In the text, Moses reflects, "I pleaded with the Eternal, saying, 'Eternal God, you who let your servant see the first words of your greatness and your mighty hand, let me, I pray, cross over and see the good land on the other side of the Jordan. Feeling for Moses, my teacher, Rabbi Dr. Norman Cohen, comments, Moses teaches all of us about the struggle to accept our mortality, especially when we are cognizant of all that we will miss in the future. We who long to see the fulfillment of our visions and efforts, or our children grow and mature and have their own families and establish their own careers, know Moses's pain. We can feel for Moses, and he should dream for more, as we should dream, imagine, create, pursue more blessings for ourselves and in our world. And at the same time, and here's the warning, at the same time, Moses is so disappointed about not crossing into Israel that he is at risk of not noticing the good in his life. His aspirations are stealing away his experiences. So, what is the wisdom for Moses in his disappointment? There's a hint in God's next words to Moses. After Moses pleads with God, God says, "You have enough. Rav lach." God says, go up to the summit and gaze about. Look at it. With those words, Rav lach, you have enough. Perhaps God is pleading back to Moses. Notice. Rabbi Shefa Gold teaches, God is saying, you have so much. Stop fixating on your idea of what you want. And then God instructs Moses to climb to the top of the mountain and get a clear view in all directions so that he might see and know that he has already arrived. She teaches, we often come to our lives with a preconceived notion of what our success must look like. We look towards the promised land, the right partner, perfect health, enough money, the right places to live and work. Our time and culture condition our goals. They drive us onward in our journeys, blinding us to the destination beneath our feet. Our expectations can blind us to the promised land that is before us and within us. End quote. The negotiation is over. The disappointment is real. And God will not permit Moses to be so present to the disappointment that he cannot be present to the blessings in his life. Willie Loman's story captivates us in its cautionary tale, warning us, do not allow the dream to blind you to the destination beneath your feet. Perhaps Moses' story takes our breath away because even as we celebrate his dream, his leadership, his teaching, even as we celebrate his inspiration that we should dream, we know that even Moses has disappointments, has limited time, as all of us do. Even Moses needs a holy reminder. And so God teaches Moses, yes, time is finite and precious. Don't allow the wish and the disappointment to mask those dreams you have fulfilled. Look around in every direction and notice. And God teaches us, yes, time is finite and precious. Do not allow the wish and the disappointment to mask those dreams you have fulfilled. Look around in every direction and notice. Shabbat Shalom. We return to our prayer books, to page 282 and then 287 for Aleinu. Please rise.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד ארץ, ומשה יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגובהי מרמים, הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
Please be seated. These words from Chana Senesh. There are stars up above, so far away we only see their light, long, long after the star itself is gone. And so it is with people that we loved. Their memories keep shining ever brightly, though their time with us is done. But the stars that light up the darkest night, these are the lights that guide us as we live our days. These are the ways we remember. This week, our congregation observes Yahrzeit for the following people on whose shoulders we stand: Jenny Amendeo, Abraham L. Ball, Arthur J. Barkhouse Jr., Edgar Bernstein, Leon Blumberg, Lillian Brody, Fanny Brooks, A.P. Carlton, Jacqueline Cohen, Samuel Joe Cohen, Florence Diamond, Joseph S. Dreyfus, Clinton Edelman, Lillian Einheber, Myra Falk Eisenberg, Josephine Anilo, Saul Feld, Bonnie Fine, Isidore Fox, Lee Weiss Frank, Ephraim J. Frankel, Diane Friedman, Frances Ann Friesman, Louis Friedman, Sonia Garfinkel, Edward S. Goldberg, Anna Mary Moore Goldston, Saul Green, Sadie Koch Grinsfelder, Alan Gross, Raymond Gubernick, Gertrude Handel, Lisa Hannon, Norman J. Kalsheim, Asher Samuel Katz, Charles Kaiser, Marjorie Asher Kind, Isidore Cohn, Jacob M. Korn, David V. Krumholtz, Florence R. Layden, Leonard A. Levine Sr., Joseph Levinson, Maxwell S. Levy, Mary Soloff Lindy, Virginia H. Lauchheim, Arnold Lowe, Arthur Macedon, Rose E. Mann, Samuel Marin Efron, Brian Shane Marks, Franklin B. Mayer, Nelson B. Mayer, Toby Michels, Laureen Miller, Stanley Nelson Mitnick, Elaine Nader, Samuel Nemiroff, Anna Zeitlin Netsky, Emily Newman, Katie Nisman, Linda Partita, Norma Pinkinson, Clarissa H. Popkin, Michael J. Rosenberg, Rosa F. Rosenblum, Joseph M. Selesky, Selena R. Seidenbach, Mayor Seidenbach, Rosalind Silver, Ronald Silverman, Joseph E. Simon, David Mann Skleroff, Molly Stein, Seymour Stiffman, Erna Strauss, Fanny Teller, Julius H. Tolson, Abraham Topkis, Adolf Wasserman, Esther Wasserman, Flora B. Wasserman, Gordon Weinberg, Alfred Edwin Weiss, Albert J. Weil, Benjamin Waldo, Milton Tuck Wolf, Lester Zackheim. We add the names of those who have been taken from our midst, but not from our hearts, in these most recent days, for whom we observe Shloshim. Patsy Hunter, Adele Kaler, Martin Hayner, Sandy Holland, Dea Mallon, Patricia Marie Sewell, Stephen Shepard, Muriel Snyder. And if you are observing Yahrzeit or Shloshim for a loved one whose name was not called, please feel free to include it in the comments or speak it aloud now. Together we honor their memories as, turning to page 294, we rise for the Mourner's Kaddish. Yit Gadal v'yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah Be'alma Devarach Hirutei v'yamlich Malchutei B'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chaye dechol Beit Yisrael Bagala uvizman kari v'imru Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabbah Mevarach Le'alam Olmei Almaya Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitalev v'yitalal Shmei Dekudashah Barechu La'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbachata v'nechamata ta'amiran be'alma v'imru Amen. Yehi Shlama Rabba min Shemaya v'chayim alenu ve'el kol Yisrael v'imru Amen. Oseh shalom bimromav huya aseh shalom alenu ve'el kol Yisrael v'imru Amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring comfort to the bereaved and peace to each of you. And together we say, Amen.
Oh, say shalom bimromav, uya say shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael imeru, Amen.
I'm so pleased to welcome Jerry Arnold to give announcements.
Shabbat Shalom. Next Friday, July 31st, before services, help get out the vote for the November election. Discuss what is at stake and write postcards to PA voters connected with the One PA for All, a Black-led organization which builds the voter base by increasing interest. See your program for more information. If you are new to Rodef Shalom, welcome. Please see Jordan Marks, board advisor member, who is waving in the middle of the sanctuary to learn more following the service. Thank you.
From a poem in a new memoir by Rabbi Michal Mendelson, the second ordained woman rabbi. Some think a rabbi must be sure, a lighthouse shining ever pure, but Torah starts with chaos deep, and even the poets doubt and weep. So I will wrestle, name the fight, I'll question hard and seek the light, and in that struggle, raw and odd, perhaps I am most near to God.
Yevarech Adonai v'yishmerecha, Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha,
May God bless us and keep us.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka.
May the light of God's Spirit shine upon us and through us.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom.
May God's presence be with us and bring us peace. Keni Hiratzon, may this be God's will. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.